movie. It had a lot of hatred. It was forbidden across the globe
and
all 50 states in the United States. And, well, all the states in the world for that matter. Every single country. You know why? Because this movie caused a lot of conflict back in the day. And it wasn't directed towards a woman nor a man. It's directed towards a new gender. You got it. It was directed towards a Django, which it was the name of the race back in the day. They called it Django. People complained this fighter looked like a transgender person. Django. When you think about it, it's not the first time Toriyama does this. Frieza, he had similarities with transgender people, yet no one complained. The problem is that Django actually looked like a human being. In the movie, he gets beaten up pretty badly. Even though he's unstoppable at first, Gohan becomes a Super Saiyan 2. Starts to beat the crap out of him, no problem. And it's pretty depressing because this actually happens. This movie was supposed to be a replacement for Broly. Well, not a replacement, but the original movie for Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. It was gonna come out before that one, but because of the transgender similarities, Akira Toriyama despised the idea, as you'll all know. It's directed by the same people who directed Broly, who directed Janemba, and all of those movies. Not the same company, but the same people. It was gonna be about, I told you, a new race, Django, and it was gonna attack the world. What would have happened? Goku would have died in this movie, supposedly. And you know how people were around those times, people hated transgender. And it wasn't even a thing. It was, but pretty rare. It was extremely rare back in the day. And they just wanted to ban the hell out of this movie. The Japanese didn't care, but the Americans, the Mexicans, the Australians like myself, the Canadians, all of them, they wanted to ban the crap out of this movie. They called it bloody poisoning for little kids. That it was going to contaminate their minds, trying to become one of the transgender people. Which is, it's not my words, it's the words of the people back in the day. You gotta understand. And this movie, it was gonna be the exact same thing that you saw with Broly. I'm gonna tell you how it goes. It's just Broly, but not a Saiyan, different race. It looks like a human. He has black hair. And let's just say he was gonna beat the crap out of everyone. But this movie wasn't gonna take place in another planet. It was gonna take place on Earth. And he was gonna die at the very end because Gohan was gonna become a Super Saiyan 2 when his father dies. And when everyone else died, he was gonna become a Super Saiyan 2 and fight this new fighter toe to toe. And he was gonna have a hard time, even as Super Saiyan 2. This fighter was supposed to be he or she was supposed to be much stronger than Broly. But you know what happens? That doesn't happen here. It's just how it goes. He simply cannot be stopped till the end. When Gohan uses Father Son Kamehameha, it stops the crap out of this man. And the bloody man says, or girl, whatever you want to call it, "Why'd you stop me? Why'd you stop me? What have I done to you? I came here to recover my life. You humans, you took away body parts that I had. You sent me to another planet, that horrible place called Mars. And now I came back for my revenge. I trained for 10 years just to kill all of you. And you monkeys, I didn't even know you were here. You stopped me from having my horrible revenge. It was going to be a massacre." Those are his exact, or her exact words. You know what happens? Gohan simply says, "Well, I'm sorry for being here, but I would never let you hurt any of my people." And then he used a super Kamehameha to eliminate every single particle of his body so that he wouldn't come back. And this is what the movie was going to be about. It was going to be extremely catastrophic and all the worlds that you can describe it with. It was going to be horrible. But unfortunately, well, thankfully it didn't come out. You know what would happen? Akira Toriyama, he would have been shot in the head, even though he didn't make the movie, like I said. But he would have been killed horribly. Nothing would have been done to stop his inevitable death. And it would have been horrible, but it would have happened. Trust me. Because movies like this one, it's like the KKK. Like the times of the KKK. Now, this is a KKK of transgender people. And this man, Akira Toriyama, he would have been the main target. Because come on, what do you think after you watch a Dragon Ball movie? You think he made it, right? Of course, you relate the movie to him. I'm just glad this didn't happen. I would have cried. Because of the fact that massacres like this cannot be bared. Not even by people from other countries. Goodbye, people. This has been Exubernac. If you liked the video, you learned something new, subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one.